We is here, y'all. Solomon Project. Where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. I'm your host, Richard Burns, and check this out. They try to pull the old Okie Doke on us. Yeah, they did. Believe that. Hey, hey, Brittany. Yolanda. Yeah, you caught me now. Hold on 1 second now. Hold on 1 second. Don't you leave. I got something. Thank you for that. I got something. Listen, I'm going to put up the link. All right, there's the link. And you can come on up. You are free to come up here. Talking about that Okie Doke they try to pull on us. Yeah. For those of you who have never been here, listen to me. I sound... I'm talking as if I got an audience. But for those who are going to watch this live later on, catch it on the rebound, whatever the case is, come on up, Yolanda. Okay. They try to suckify. Well, the truth is that they do achieve that. They catch suckers out there all the time. And that's just the way it is. Oh, man, don't tell me this guy's going to disrupt my thing. I got my flow going. No, looking at this other dude. I've been here since, let me see, how long? I've been here for almost 6 hours. Hey, the professor's. Come on up, Professor. Oh, Jackson's in his house. I'm eating some nutrients while I'm here. Yeah, they try to play us, man. But they try to play us. Well, not everybody's gonna get played, but man, this thing is busted and old. Professor, your mic is on point. It's working already.
Oh, is it?
Yep. You ain't got to go back and fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather is bipolar, Jackson. Are you one of those people that don't believe that there's climate change or whatever they're calling it these days? Are you
I can only stay to like 8 o'clock, then I got to shower and go to bed.
Oh, I don't know what 8 o'clock is.
8 o'clock my time, Washington State.
It's 9:35 where I'm at. What's that for you?
It's 6:35, so you're 3 hours ahead of me. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, because I work Tuesday through Friday. What is the Okie Doke?
I was listening to Besant. Do y'all know who Besant is?
I have no clue who that is.
Besant is the let me see. Let me get his title right. I don't want to mess up his title. He's the secretary of something. And it's funny because
while you're searching for that, what did your wife get for Mother's Day?
For me, nothing.
Well, I know not you.
Sure I don't know. I don't know what she got.
Okay.
She must have got. Oh, she got flowers. She got flowers from, I guess, an admirer or something. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That don't bother you?
Not at all.
Okay.
It
saved you money, I guess.
Yeah. Sure did. No, see the way I work it, and I've explained it. It angered her for me to say this. And she interpreted it one way, and her interpretation was incorrect. So let me let me correct what I said. Yeah, it does bother me, right? However, I ain't got time for games. I have to produce.
True.
And I have to. I'm preparing my children's future so that they have more options available to them in the future. And in order to do that, I can't get distracted. I just can't.
You're the way I am. Just when I was talking about not helping certain relatives, because every time you try to talk to them, they want to stay on stupid stuff.
Exactly.
Or some of it ain't stupid. It's just stuff that they can't control. And I had said, I've reached my breaking point. I'm not going to try to help you anymore. And when stuff hit the fan, don't come looking. I ain't said that yet, but they'll find out. Don't come looking for me because I've tried to help you over a year and you didn't want it.
Exactly.
My dad is one of the most stubborn people you'll ever meet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened in 2023, but come 2024 up to now, he'll accept your help now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got to be careful. My husband says I'm loud, so I'm going to try to speak soft.
Oh, he sent you that text, huh?
Oh, yes. Because I can get loud when I get passionate about things. But the point about it is I'm not going to help people who don't want help anymore. Mm-mm. And the funny part, it be the ones that don't have any backup plan. And they'll sit there and try to act hard about stuff.
Yeah, no more. That's out.
You'll find out when a video of mine's dropped Friday about that and about the stuff that's going on.
Right. I didn't want to go too deep into that because of the fact that you're going to have this is related to that. The Okie Doke, but I'm going to focus on the communications of what's going on.
Okay.
That way you could do your thing. You could do your thing on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because here it is. Okay, so I was going to show you Basent, right?
Right.
Here he is. Let's take a look at Basent. He's the Secretary of the Treasury under this administration, right?
Right. I'll let you do most of the talking so I don't wait Clarence. Oh, that dude.
That dude, right?
The old Ken doll.
Let me tell you something about the old Ken doll.
Yep.
Maybe some people don't know this. And this is why I say MAGA's a cult. It's a definite cult.
It is.
Now, again, there is a distinction between people who voted for Trump for whatever reason and MAGA. MAGA is a cult, okay? Because people who did vote for Trump, they're reasonable, okay? They made whatever calculations they made from whatever sources of information that they got, and that's understandable. But if I tell you right now, for example, wheels are round.
Oh, wow.
If some leader says, no, they're square, and you're going to argue with me about that, then something's wrong with you.
Right.
Simple as that. And that's the difference.
It's like those flat earther people.
Believe it or not, I didn't get into a debate with them, but it was an interesting conversation. I was with a couple of flat earthers that claimed they were in the military. I don't know, but I let them talk. I let them do their thing, but they get categorized, of course. You know, when you talk to people, I think part of the human process is to categorize people depending on your interaction with them, right?
Right.
So now let's go to this brother right here. This is how you know somebody is not well in the head, that they're drinking the Kool-Aid. This guy right here. This guy worked for the Republicans' biggest enemy on earth. This guy. Well, he was a fund manager for one of the most evil people on planet Earth, according to Republicans.
Right.
Every time there's an election, or anytime there's some kind of social disruption,
right.
his former boss, it's him. He's behind it. He's paying people to do that. That's what they always say. It never fails. We're talking about George Soros.
Oh, I knew who you was talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, you knew right away. And he was one of his fund managers. And who's he with right now? He's in the Trump administration. Do you hear any MAGA complaining?
Nope.
Nobody's complaining now.
Just like they didn't complain about Elon Musk, but they didn't care for him, particularly back in the day.
No. Well, you know what? There was a little bit of a clash in the MAGA community.
Right.
With Elon. They were a little upset with Elon. But after Trump put his foot down, told MAGA to shut up, and they stopped that. They stopped it immediately. Okay?
Wow.
This guy goes over. All right, first of all, MAGA's applauding. This guy went to China and put the Chinese on smash, which is very far from the truth. That's not what he did. He didn't put.
That's not. No, that's just a lie they're telling us, and people believe it.
Exactly. Now, the way he's saying it, he is telling the truth about what went on. However, it is so terribly deceptive, but some people can't read between the lines. All right, Jackson. Some people can't read between the lines. Some people can't work within the nuance, or some people can't decipher. I don't know. Something's going on with a few people. They can't figure it out. So, no. All right, Yolanda. Good. I got nervous there for a minute. So, it's awkward. I used this example before. I'm going to use it again. If you start off here, and you're saying things are terrible, we're at this level and things are terrible. On day one, I'm fixing this. Well, day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, day 30, we went down here.
Wow.
And now it's like everybody forgot that it was supposed to be day one. They're saying, no, there's going to be a little bit of pain before. Okay. So after this talk with China, that 90-day reprieve is here. Now, if you're here, when we started here, you got nothing to be applauding about. You got nothing to be celebrating about. Because you started here and it was bad.
Yeah.
You went down here. They went down here and they told everybody, just wait a little while. You know, we're fixing stuff. It just a little bit of, and now it went up here, but it never came back to where it was before, where it was bad. And in order for there to be any kind of celebration, you got to go above that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, I want to be careful. I don't want to. I want to get too deep into this. I want your Friday night exposure to be very informative, very delicious. The people need that. The
I
people
don't
need your perspective, Professor.
I'm not going deep into it. Mine's is more of a prep video. What I'm trying to get people to understand
Mm-hmm.
is that what you just saw was political theater.
It was theater.
And that just because they told you 90 days, you need to question why they settled on such a short period of time.
Yep. Yep. I'm sure you're gonna go into that. What's up with that time frame, huh? You gonna get into that?
Not as big as you. That's why I was wondering. To me, it's most of my video starts off with 10 points. I want with questions going along 10 points. I want people to ask themselves about preparations. Do you have this?
They still need it, even after what they announced over the weekend. They still need it.
Because there have been reports proven from certain people going to news channels saying that that didn't matter because the damage has been done already.
Exactly.
So people are letting their guard down. August, depending on where you live, could still be the hottest month of the year, like Washington State, or it can already start getting cold in certain places.
Those are the ones that are celebrating prematurely.
Yep. Why 90 days? What's going to happen on August 9th? If you start today, August 9th, that Saturday morning, stuff might hit the fan.
Or retail might be salvaged somewhat.
It won't be salvaged before Christmas time. That's my prediction.
That might be what they're trying to push for. But like you said, too late for all that.
Yep. See, we sit here and talk mess about putting tariffs on people. Now we want to bippity boppity boo and wave a magic wand. There's a reason we live in reality. Life ain't a fairy tale.
No, not a fairy tale.
And my issue is with people. Oh, he made this deal. See what he's. I'm like, y'all are stupid. This does not mean you're not gonna suffer. Why do you think I put up a post either today or tomorrow telling you how to go get egg substitutes? Even Amazon, when you go onto their page, is directing you on where to get eggs and egg substitutes. What does Amazon know that you don't know?
Huh.
And then somebody was like, I'm not willing to eat vegan food and do vegan bacon or whatever. I'm like, then you better be wealthy enough to have eggs. See, eggs are not something I eat all the time. And when I finish the 18 cage-free eggs we have, I'll be done with them for a while. We don't have to have eggs in our household every day.
What about beef, pork, and chicken? Is that going to be cheap?
It won't be, but you got to remember, I go to farmers markets. I bought 2 pounds of ground beef this past weekend at the Paul's Bowl market. I'm buying, like you said, I'm buying this stuff in small increments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to a surprise market I can't tell you about if I can pull it off in June. And I'm going to be trying to buy chickens from those people.
Okay.
See, I'm practicing what I'm preaching here. There's a reason I make my own soap. Have you seen the price of that stuff lately?
No.
See, you fortunate. See, you spoiled because I make it for you. So that's a whole. You laughing, but you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm factual.
You're telling the truth. Hell yeah. Right now, my skin's so soft. Thank you, Professor.
You welcome.
I'm gonna do a when I get a chance. I'm gonna do an unpackaging of one of your soaps.
Oh, that'll be fun. And speaking of unpackaging, DeAndre taking this seriously. He just unpacked that darn Hidden Valley Ranch that decided to arrive today.
Already?
Yes.
Oh my God, where is he?
I don't know. He could be enjoying it. Do you know now that they make it in easy to hold squeeze bottles? I didn't know that.
He must be enjoying that bottle. You didn't
Yep.
send him squeeze bottle?
I sent him two.
Okay. No, he's squeezing.
Yep.
Believe that.
It's not that
He's
I
squeezing.
do. I'm not doing this because I pity DeAndre or nothing like that. I just think things are gonna get bad.
Yep. No, you're look, what you have been doing, you are disqualified as a transactional person.
I can't be that way to some degree. Now, at my job, that's transactional, and I've made a lot of people mad. I don't want all y'all in my business. If you
Oh
didn't,
no.
if you didn't give me a paycheck and didn't give me benefits, I wouldn't be here. And to boot, you don't know this, but they're trying to rob me now of my promotion that I'm supposed to get in December. I said,
I'm not surprised.
I
I'm not
know.
surprised.
I know, but my thing is, I'm trying to go back to my old employer, but keep going. What was you saying about transactions?
Yeah, you don't qualify as a transactional person because a transactional person don't give a damn.
They don't.
They are all about themselves and they don't care who gets hurt in the process, provided that it's not going to interfere with them acquiring the money and the power that they're looking for. Yolanda, you coming up? Yeah.
Why don't Jackson ever come up? That's who I want to see.
Yeah, because Jackson looks like Justin Bieber Lake.
Yep.
You don't want nobody to see his pretty face. He's too cute.
When I saw the title of your video, I was like, oh yeah.
The Okie Doke. Yeah.
I told you if the Antichrist came tomorrow, most people would take that mark because they wouldn't recognize who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean is people have gotten so gullible and willfully stupid, you just can't, you just got to look out and make sure to help who you can, like chew the meat and spit the bones now.
And just to add to what you just said, people have to make sure that they can distinguish the difference between help and enabling.
That's the worst one.
That's the worst one of all. Hey, Yolanda! You made it! Hey, Professor, this is Yolanda Britt. She's got her own channel. I've been in her lives on more than one occasion, creating a disruption, creating a disturbance in the force. Got everybody confused. Everybody who comes in is confused and thinks that I'm a troll. I'm like a resident troll up in there, doing my thing. You know how that goes. Oh, Yolanda, tell them.
Yeah, everybody did. They thought you were. I can't help but laugh, but they did think you were a troll. Brandon was like, "No, that's my boy. He is cool. He's not a troll. I know his comments seem like they're a troll, but he's definitely not a troll." But you helped me navigate through a tough day, so I appreciate that.
Hey, that's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, that and dancing and my thongs on backwards. Those two things. Professor, don't get on my case about that. See, I think Yolanda wants to see that.
No, she don't.
I gotta put up my link.
That's so funny because I call my 20-year-old the professor. So
Yeah, that's right. So the professor is starting up her own business, so she'll be selling soap. I happen to have gotten some of that soap, and That's why I look like Denzel Washington. Before that,
Oh.
I didn't.
Go ahead, Denzel. Keep
What?
up the good work, Professor.
Oh snap! Professor's laughing about that. What? Yo. So Yolanda, I have a title to my lives, but oftentimes I derail from the title. Today's title is the Okie Doke because of the China talks and how Bessent came through and pretty much blew smoke up everybody's butt. They didn't. The Chinese pretty much controlled the whole thing, the whole conversation, everything. Yeah, but we can go. We can get into other stuff, Yolanda. It don't have to be about that. Sometimes I get into finance. I'm a former stockbroker. I don't know if you knew that. So,
Well, no, I didn't. I'm just learning you. I'm just getting to know you. So I'm
also,
grateful to be a part of some good people.
You don't know. The professor is amazing. She's big on history. Big on history. Is it okay if I tell who your former employer was, Professor?
Oh yeah.
U.S. Navy. She used to be in the U.S. Navy.
Wow, that's really cool.
The professor has achieved great things. Listen, from where she's from to where she is now, it's leaps. It's big.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm in the presence of some real cool people. Like I said, just since I've been back on YouTube, I've had the pleasure of meeting some pretty awesome people.
Isn't that great? How you can meet people out there. Oh, hook it up! I'm sorry, Yolanda. Hook it up!
You got issues.
Okay. Yeah, Yolanda laughing too. Look at this. So Hook It Up Homestead. You know what? Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do to Hook It Up Homestead, y'all. I'm gonna do this to Hook It Up Homestead, whether she likes it or not. I think she's gonna like it though. Yeah, because I do stuff like that. Yolanda, listen, I be doing stuff to people, okay, and they be liking it too. Watch.
You had me cracking up earlier. That's all I gotta say.
Word.
So you need to go to bed.
Check this out, Yolanda. Check out Homestead. Let me see if I can present the page right here, right quick. Here it is. Bam!
Oh, cool.
Yeah, hook it up with some cool things.
Oh, wow.
Hook it up.
I'm sorry, I had to take it off the tripod to look. I'm sorry, I got glasses on, but my eyes still acting crazy from all that crying earlier. But
oh no, don't worry about that. That's cool. Look, see that? You see that better now? Hook it up. Has got her own garden activated. Crazy. These people are eating coconuts right off the ground. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Man, that is so cool.
I don't even think she grows them on the trees. I think she just buries the coconut and it comes out.
Oh, she just do them from a sprouted coconut. I think I heard Brandon mention it before.
Yeah. See the coconut?
Yes.
Our first coconut. Look, these are some kind of I don't know what kind of herb they caught some. These fishes are the ones. Where's Fishy? Because Fishy would love this. Because they caught these fish, these smaller fish, and they use them as bait.
Oh wow, Fishy things are so cool.
And she got chickens.
Wow, so she just got a little bit of everything.
She got everything going on right there. These are her neighbors. So cool. They look like pigs. They just look like pigs. They're not really pigs. This is Homestead on her way to work. Because she be keeping a job too now.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
You
So
know
it's
that
time for you to go to bed. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm talking to my child.
No, you're good.
It's,
I, I,
it's time
I
for
was
you to
ready.
go to bed.
I was ready to go into bed now as soon as you said that because I felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got some last minute assignments to do on computer, and he think because I'm on this good old live here, I'm not going to
Oh,
check and see what he's doing.
we don't work like that. We don't work
Mm-mm.
like that.
You
Mm-mm.
need to go to bed. You need to go to bed. It's 10 o'clock, and you got to get up in the morning for school.
So the professor's been warning everybody for a long time. People got to be prepared because there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not working out in our favor. So I got canned lollipops that I keep.
that's not gonna get you. That's not gonna get you through no hard times. Now
Did
you
you just
stop.
say canned lollipops?
That ain't
You
gonna
ain't,
work.
no, that's not gonna. How you gonna survive off canned lollipops, man?
But them is nutritious, no?
No,
Man, this is harder than I thought.
I'm gonna have to
I
send
saw
you some
somebody doing the
seeds.
water glassing with the eggs, and I was like, I don't know about no watery eggs from keeping them in jars.
Oh, Miss Queen is in the house, y'all. Miss Queen is in the house. Professor, Miss Queen is around your way.
I don't know what that means.
I gotta specify when I say something like that.
Is the Pacific Northwest is a big
Yeah,
place? Is it Washington, Oregon,
yeah.
Idaho?
Washington.
Oh,
Yeah. Yup. Yup. Miss Queen knows me too a little too well. Yeah.
speaking of Mother's Day, I hope y'all all had a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, that's what created the tears in Yolanda's eyes because she broke it down. I don't know if it's personal. I don't.
I mean, no. I mean, it was okay. I mean, my mom is still here,
Mhm.
but I just couldn't get to see her. I don't drive, so it's harder to get to see her. And I was just missing quite a few people, that have passed away. I mean, my grandmothers on both sides are gone, and so
Right.
it was just a tough day. I don't know. It all hit me at once today. So, but I
Well, I saw.
navigated through it.
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying I got through it. So, you guys ended up, lifting my spirits and making me laugh, and I was able to get through the evening. I still didn't cook today. I'll do that tomorrow.
What?
DeAndre didn't take it well either. Obviously Mother's
Yeah.
Day is touchy for him as well. But for me, since I remember those videos I've been dropping, those shorts in Kingston out here in
Right.
Washington,
Yup.
I can't believe Hook It Up Homestead remembers that place.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's my girl right there, Coach Mean Greens. She's so
That's
cool.
okay. Well, let me give you a breakdown because I saw a video. She is not a happy camper on Mother's Day.
Yeah, and I know I've heard the stories. She shared it. I've heard it, and listen. I couldn't even imagine. My heart always goes out.
Yeah, Mother's Day is not a good day for her because she was a mother and lost her child at the age of 6. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
when
didn't DeAndre's mom die at age 6?
yeah, he was 4.
Oh, he was 4. That's
He
right.
was 4 when she passed.
Yeah, my
And
heart goes out to anybody who's had a loss of a child or lost a mom or
yeah, so
it's rough.
that's not a good day. And it's crazy because I never considered that, okay, because my mom lost 8 boys. So it never dawned on me not to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Gotcha.
It was just another celebration that we participate in out of habit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I would step to my mom with the, you know, Happy Mother's Day. But she was a champ because she wouldn't say anything. Nobody would know. Nobody would know that woman went through 8 of her children dying on her, and it's not like they were infants; they were toddlers.
Wow.
Oh, so Hook It Up is in that team too, where it's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
for her. Yeah. I never thought about that. I never until I saw that video today with Coach Mean Reen.
Yeah.
It never.
This is an amazing, amazing person, and she shares so many aspects of her life. And to see her pull it all together and go through a whole work day and then come home from work and jump on a virtual live to do a whole workout. I feel like, girl, you better.
I'm better than her though. I'll have you know. Yeah, Yolanda, I could do 2.5 push-ups. What?
You said
Yeah, that's pretty
my
good.
son was sitting up here trying to laugh. You need to go to bed, young man. He's talking about
Oh,
something. I can do more.
yo, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
He's 11. Talking about I can do more than that.
wow. So he's challenging me. Look at that. Oh man, I'm gonna head over your way and just look stupid. Just get on the floor and do 2.5 push-ups and look dumb while your son is banging them out.
Listen, he tries to challenge his brother. One of his brothers is a whole 27 years old, and he
Oh, oh,
talks trash to his brother. His brother
what?
is 27 and 6'5", and he's like, "You
Six
can't beat
five,
me. I can do more than you." Yeah.
6'5".
Yes, my firstborn son is 6'5".
How tall was he when he was born? Like 6'1"?
Pretty much. He was a long baby. He was almost
He was.
24 inches or closer to 25 inches long being born. He was long. The doctor was
Wow.
like, "Oh, you got a tall one on your hands. He's going to be tall." By the time he was 7, I'm 5'6". He was 5'6" at 7 years old.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
Listen, he was looking me dead in my eyeballs. And by the time he got 8, he was just past me.
Wow. So what were his teens like?
Well, the minute he got taller than me, everything switched with him. That's when he became really challenging. Kind of like, I'm taller
Oh,
than you, and what you gonna do. He became like that. So I just had to carry it different, to say the least.
wow.
I had to carry
He
it
didn't even
different
wait to
because
get to his teens.
he's a boy, and so they're gonna, with boys,
They flex.
they're gonna try. They're gonna try their mamas. They do that. And because he was taller than me, it was kind of like, "What you gonna do? I'm taller than you." Kind of like that.
I did the same thing, when I got slapped in the head. That was the end of that. That was the
Listen,
first and last.
he tried to do some little moves on me, and he didn't know I had a few of my own. And he was like,
Oh wow.
how you know how to do that? I'm
Oh
like, I
yeah.
will
Yeah.
never tell you everything I know. Not ever. Never.
Well, I'm 4'24", right? I mean, if you add it up, that's 6 feet. But
You
yeah,
are so silly.
wow. I can't really say I ever had to confront my oldest like that. He's 6'3", 270 pounds or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's
Middle linebacker.
yeah, and you know, I listen. This guy, he got jumped by 3 people in Florida when he used to live in Florida. He got jumped by 3 people, and he scraped all 3 of them up by himself. Scraped.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
can imagine. I'm trying to tell you.
And my second, he's good with the hands too. He's 17. He's about 6 feet now, and he's
Ooh.
good with the hands. Gifted with the hands too.
Hey, I listen. I understand. My middle child is 20, and he's the height thing missed him. He's like 5'7" ish
Yeah.
around there. He's not much taller than I am, but he's very very strong. And this 11-year-old often tries to challenge him, and I was like, you better stop because he gonna tag you. He gonna,
He's gonna put it on you.
he going and he still tries to be gentle because he handles them enough to say, "Hey, back off." I'm like, you better stop because he's trying to be nice with them taps.
My 7-year-old, he's not nice. When he's gonna be short, but when he crosses that line, it's a mess.
Yeah,
And
that's this one.
and the crazy part of it is my 12-year-old. I thought he was going to be a victim for sure because of the way. I thought he was going to be a victim. I thought he was going to be bullied and everything. Forget it. I got 3 phone calls on 3 separate occasions about some kid he scraped up. I'm like, oh, what? Well, I'm happy
Listen, them the
because
ones that you don't think really gonna do because this one right here, whew, boy.
yeah,
The attitude is on another level. I was like, man, he is my final child. He's my number 4. And the attitude, I have to remind him, dude, listen, you're 11. I'm over 50. Don't play with me. Just don't do it. Because
wow.
he's the one that want to challenge everything. But he don't mess with that 27-year-old. He will
He knows better, huh?
He never. He comes around and is, and if don't let him say, "Oh, so you've been acting up." He don't mess with him at all.
I challenged everybody, and that's why my teeth are still loose. My teeth are still loose. What? Nah,
Oh my god! I almost slid off the bed. You cannot make me laugh like that.
no, I did challenge people, but it was more verbal. It wasn't physical. My brother, on the other hand, my older brother. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let him go. Let him go, Yolanda. Let him go. Because
Listen, boys are something, and all of them are very different in demeanor. My 27-year-old, he's pretty quiet.
mm-hmm.
And he doesn't say a whole lot. So when he tilts, it's like clear the room.
It's a wrap.
It's like clear the room, leave him alone because he's quiet. And you can tell if somebody's around me that he doesn't really care for, he'll never be disrespectful, but he won't hardly say anything.
Right.
At all.
He internalizes everything.
Oh my God. He is just he'll watch and he'll look. It's times that I've had, girlfriends around over the years, and he'll be like,
What?
no, I'm not
Like,
feeling that one. I don't, He'd be like, nope, ma, no. You're too nice, you're too kind, you're too sweet. You don't deserve anyone like that in your life.
wow.
He'll tell me that in a minute, and he don't do it out of being mean or nasty. 9 times out of 10, he's really never been wrong about anyone. I mean, he's done this since he was like 6 or 7. I had people around me, and he said, "Mom,"
he's got a sensitivity like that to personalities.
He'll be like, he said, "Mom, I knew that person wasn't good the day they came in your apartment." And this was when he was 7. And I was like, well, why didn't you say nothing? Because God told me you had to learn for yourself. He's at 7 saying
At
this kind of
70
stuff.
saying that.
7.
Wow.
And he's still like that. He don't,
He's got a
it takes
gift.
him a lot. Yeah, he won't. He'll just sit back and he'll Now if I
He's got a
know when
gift.
he's not talking, that he's always picking up if he's not talking. If he's talking, that means he's comfortable. But when he's not, it's like, okay, so son, what was it? What did you see? Unplug that. Because he's very intuitive and he pick up people vibe real fast.
Man. I knew a guy like that. He was, yeah. He would, first half an hour of interacting with that person, he'd know, he would have a good idea of what they were all about.
Yep, that's how he is.
Man,
Because I
I
had
mean,
somebody come in my life and they would always throw how much money they made on a job. Every time we say something, that was the first thing they would throw about how much money. And my son was like, for real? So if they doing that, then why are they always asking you to do stuff for them? If they making close to 6 figures, then why are they asking you to do anything?
well, the professor was just talking about that before you came on. Because there are people that you have to be able to create distance. Just happen. Because,
Yeah, you do. You do.
and that particular individual that you're talking about, that person's predatory.
Yeah,
No good.
yeah. Because he was like, no way. They're always throwing. They make close to $100,000, but I need some groceries. Can you buy this? Can you do that? Can you do this? And he was like, for what? Don't you dare. Don't you do nothing else. He was mad. Don't do nothing else. You're too nice. Stop it.
That sounds like a transactional individual, and the professor and I are always throwing that back and forth about
Yeah.
transactional individuals. They are
Yeah.
selfish, and they don't give a damn how they achieve what they want to achieve. If somebody gets hurt in the process, they don't even care. They don't consider it. I met so many people like that. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's amazing. How they think a lot of times because you're nice or you're kind or whatever, they think you're like a deer in headlights. And they think, oh, they won't see, or they won't know. I'm just one of those people that I'll say more than I'll see.
Right.
I'll see it, but I don't necessarily always. I'll give people their chance. I watch them real good first, and then I'll say, okay, here we go. That's enough.
Now, Professor, while being in the military, you must have come across some transactional individuals. I know the military is loaded with people like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
And it's rough because you're on the contract. So if they have more seniority than you or more rank, that's not a pleasant situation.
Yeah, but you're at a duty station between average 2 to 5 years, so it goes faster than you think.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That don't
Dang.
change the abuse and all the stuff that's been coming out, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I can
bonkers.
only imagine.
That is bonkers. I worked in an environment, so Lord have mercy. I had a lot of military vets that I worked around, and they were so fixed on their thoughts. It was crazy because check this out. I went and I took like a year of criminal justice with the commissioner of the Department of Corrections where I work. And what I learned, I saw the struggles that my coworkers were having. because under what I learned, the correctional environment was going through a transition, through a change. It was a new approach to corrections, because they were trying to reduce the recidivism rate. But in order to do that, you had to revamp the environment. One way of revamping the environment is making sure that you don't mix all the different levels of whatever it is that they got convicted for. You don't want to put them all together. In other words, you don't want to put murderers together with people who I don't know, stole candy from a store or something like that. You don't want to mix them together. So part of the new approach was being able to create categories to put the different types of crimes that were committed. So the more heinous crimes. Oh, I didn't even know anything about that, Professor. I'll address it right now. That's a wow. Okay, yeah, that's something worth. Yeah, we got to talk about that. So, just to finish this off, so we can go into what the professor had just asked me. So now you have classifications. So now with these classifications, you have people with more serious crimes not being put together with people with less serious crimes. So by doing that, you reduce some of the tension in the facilities, also providing education and different programs, schooling, religion. But the key to all that, in order for all that to work, you had to train the officers differently. Now, you got to have at least one officer walking around, interacting with them, and serving as an example, so that they can see that not everybody has the same thought process. Not everybody thinks the same. Not everybody's predatory. And also to create a safer environment so that they can absorb all these things from all these programs. And unless you create a safe environment for them, their main focus is going to be survival. They're going to be worried about getting attacked or whatever the case is. So that's where the officer steps in and makes sure that, hey, don't do that. But it was hard for these officers, because it was a challenge for them to have to treat them differently, to not want to just stomp their brains out, get them in a corner where there's no camera, and just blaze them. But Professor, what was that all about? Are you serious?
It's been all over YouTube that some arrived at what's called Dulles Airport, and I forgot where Dulles is.
It's near where Yolanda is from.
Yeah, it's in Virginia. It's in Virginia.
But some of those white South Africans apparently have taken Trump up on his offer and just arrived to the United States this morning.
Did you hear about that, Yolanda?
No, I did not.
Afrikaners, okay? Those white racist people from South Africa.
Yeah.
So what deal was this, Professor?
Remember when Trump had offered white South Africans a couple of weeks ago to come to the United States, and most declined? Now some of them took him up on the offer, because apparently the black South Africans, they think, are taking land back from white South Africans. And so it's been some back and forth over there.
Wow. Who do these black Africans think they are? Just because they were there way before them Dutch people were? Oh my.
whilst you're kicking out other groups, but allowing them to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't see anything wrong with that.
Right. Let me tell you something, Elon. You know, you can rearrange his letters and you can spell Leon. Whoa.
Why is that?
Wow.
What is that?
It's not significant.
Oh, okay.
I had nothing better to do but
Okay.
rearrange his letters.
Hey, that was a good thing to say, though.
That's Leon Musk. Yeah. But that was too black, so they probably rearranged the letters.
Did y'all know he was autistic?
Yeah.
I did, but he don't get a pass.
No, he doesn't.
Nope, he don't get a pass because he does a lot of damage. Does a lot of damage. Like I said, I got autistic people in my family. They don't do damage. Okay.
Right. I'm an autistic mama. I have 2 children on the spectrum.
I'm beyond the spectrum. I'm like,
stop it.
They just say something wrong with this kid. That's it. That was their diagnosis. Okay. When it was a quick one. But Elon is eligible for deportation because the way he went about getting his citizenship was fraudulent.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. He came in on a student visa and he was supposed to meet certain conditions that he did not meet. So he was supposed to be kicked out. He was supposed to be kicked out back then, and he's supposed to have ICE knocking on his door right now, sending him to either Canada or South Africa, one of the two. Oh, yeah. Him and his brother were bragging on some show about how they were here illegally and getting paid while they were here illegally. Bragging about that on TV.
That's crazy.
On TV. Bragging about that mess.
Yeah, it's going to catch up with him.
Look it up got me figured out. At her job, when there's something wrong with the patient, they have ADR. Ain't doing right. That's me. I got ADR.
That is so funny. Tell my son that. You got ADR. What is that?
ADR.
Ain't doing right.
ADR. So, Professor, these people are flying into Dulles Airport now?
Yes, they've arrived in the U.S. today. I'm not making this up. If you go YouTube, the Afrikaners.
I believe you 100%.
I was shocked that you hadn't discussed it. That's why I finally typed it. And then when you said, "Oh, I didn't know that," I'm like, "Whoops."
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on right now. Afrikaners arrive. Ooh.
Yes. Ooh. Woo.
Yeah. You got me screaming, ooh, Professor. Look. Check this out.
That racism you had in South Africa, you better keep it over there. Kept that mess when you got on the plane. Because we fought that stuff years before y'all abolished apartheid. So don't bring that mess to this country.
There it is. You see it? Thank God for President Trump. Look at that.
I see it.
The Episcopal Church refuses to resettle white Afrikaners, citing moral opposition. Lord! In a striking move that ends a nearly 4-decade-old relationship between the federal government and the Episcopal Church, the denomination announced on Monday that it is terminating its partnership with the government to resettle refugees, citing moral opposition to resettling white Afrikaners from South Africa who have been classified as refugees by the Trump administration. Wow. So you can't be Venezuelan and be a refugee because he's going to kick you out. So exactly what's going on? Can somebody tell me what's going on, please? Cubans too, and Haitians. Cubans, Haitians, and Venezuelan fleeing their country because of the madness that's going on there.
I do agree with Trump getting rid of Trinidad Aragua, though.
Oh, no. 100%. 100%. If they're committing crimes here, 100% get rid of them. We don't need that.
But the Haitians weren't doing anything but eating a few cats, though.
Cats and dogs. What's wrong with that?
Now, I'm not saying I agree with it, but...
Earlier today, I admitted to Yolanda that I was kissing stray cats, right?
You didn't do that.
Yeah.
You stop telling stories.
That was the other young lady that called herself Siren, talking about she was sick. Stop playing, Richard. He was talking about she kisses stray cats. I was like, girl, bye. Stop it. Now, she was a troll. She was a troll.
Was she a troll? Oh, my goodness.
It's going to get ugly when this hits the national news and people, and it dawns on people. And Trump don't see, optics aren't something Trump understands. If you're kicking out Venezuelans, Mexicans, Haitians, and what was the fourth group? There was a fourth ethnic minority group. It's rumored he had even been detaining Canadians, even white Canadians. But then you're going to let them, of all people, who almost 200 years ago went in on a continent they had no business, took over, still got all white towns.
Yep.
You know those people are bringing that mentality to the United States.
They took these people's lands and felt so good about giving them some of their land back. You know how much? 7% of their land?
That's crazy.
And you better be happy about it too. Are you kidding me? Now they're mad. They're mad because the Africans are taking their land back.
I'm no fan of the NAACP people. We got those organizations. Did these idiots not understand that we have legislation here that we've had way before apartheid ended, that you can't just come over here with those attitudes and think that it's going to fly here? We're not Black South Africans. We're not.
Well, I think some of them are going to get chin checked by members of our community.
Indeed, they will.
Yep.
And they're going to realize that, no, this is not South Africa, buddy.
Yep.
And some members of our community, they're strapped and ready.
They didn't even desegregate all of their beaches until 1995. I was 15 years old.
So there are people like Elon who grew up under that system and are shaped socially by those views.
Yeah, because he just came out talking about he want to get a lot more women pregnant. It's like he's trying to repopulate the white race.
He's crazy. He's trying to catch up to me.
What is this crap that we as Black people and people of color want to eliminate white people? Ain't none of us with a good ounce of common sense think that a whole race should be wiped out. Why are there people who think like that? But what I'm saying,
I'm trying to think of anything in our culture where we expressed anything like that, either in music or some form of expression. Never. I never heard anything like that in my life. The most I heard was from Malcolm. Okay, and Malcolm said, "Dude, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm gonna smack you back."
The problem is with the way America is now, if these people bother to do their research, a whole lot of black folk ain't turning the other cheek over here anymore.
No, and they shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
They
At
shouldn't have
all.
to.
You're
Everybody
right.
has the right to defend themselves. Defend. These people are busy offending, and then they want to candy coat it, repackage it, and try to make the claim that they're defending. They're not defending anything. They're offending, and then when they get the ass whooped because somebody's defending themselves, now they're crying because
Like
oh,
that
they're the
silly
victim.
woman from the Ukraine on the playground that started calling that little black boy the N word and raised over six to seven hundred thousand
She's
dollars.
Ukrainian.
Yes, she's not from here. Why wasn't she deported? That's the magical word. See, we're not like the Ukraine. See, we got y'all can go kick your black people out of Ukraine like you've been doing because, yep, they were putting black people on trains and getting them out of the Ukraine a few years ago. But this is the United States, sweetheart. You came to this knowing what it was. I'm gonna call him that is that's what he acts right. The child has autism. He didn't know that he was stealing from your son. And why would you go to a playground full of kids of different races? And it was a guy of another race filming her. You're really gonna call this boy that? And then she kept saying N word, N word, N word, N word, acting like a child. Now she's trying to say she feels threatened. To tell you why? Because the way we set up things in the United States, she knows she can come and play that victim role.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yep, even some white people are like, no, mm-mm.
Very
There's
disgusting.
there's a black activist right now who's trying to get as much of that money taken away from her as possible.
Yeah. Who the hell's
That's
contributing to that anyway? White supremacists?
there is one that has been known to let white supremacists go on his thing. He's saying that because Carmelo Anthony unalived that white kid Eric Metcalf, she should be able to say what she said. I said the two situations are not the same. This is
Very different.
yes,
Hell to the nah.
this is an autistic child that you yelled at in public, and now you're saying I normally don't say stuff like that. That's a lie. They were warning black people in Chicago that Ukrainians might walk up to them and start calling them N-words because it's common for them to use that language in their own country. I'm like, Chicago is the wrong place to roll up
The
on
wrong
somebody,
place.
wrong place to roll up on a Negro and start calling them names.
Yeah,
It's the wrong place.
my child just went recently went to a new school, and uh some little Hispanic kid started saying some very inappropriate vulgar words to him, and I went straight to the principal. And the thing that shocked me was the principal said, "You know these Spanish," and she's African American. She said, "You know these Spanish kids don't like little black children,
No,
and you're
unacceptable.
and you're comfortable saying that to me for what?
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable." I mean, these are people that are 2 grades under my son, which is in the 5th grade, saying "suck my this" and "do that." And for them to say, "Oh, they don't. These Spanish kids over here don't like little black children." Excuse me, you're black yourself. What do you mean?
Exactly. You're not going to defend us?
I was
Remember,
just shocked that she, as a principal, would even say something like that.
You're going to let that slide?
Absolutely not.
rem-
Unacceptable.
remember the two white kids that pretended to be friends with a black kid
In
last year?
Georgia, right? Was it Georgia?
Yes, I think it was. And as soon as they got him down by the water, they started yelling George Floyd. and throwing rocks at him and tried to drown him. Then another guy, an older white man, I think it was, had to come save this black kid. Guess who just decided that the white kid who was the ringleader won't serve prison time? A black foundational black American judge. Yes, sir. And ma'am, I said it. It is a black female judge that said that the white kid, though he tried to drown him, is gonna walk scot free.
That's insane.
That's disgusting.
There were eyewitnesses on that freaking beach that day that said they saw that kid try to drown, of different races, and you gonna come back and say that he's not culpable for his crime?
That is disgusting.
Very much so. Very.
Knowing, well, maybe she's denying her history. Maybe.
When I saw the picture on the YouTube channel Indisputable with Rashad Ritchie, and he showed,
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
that blew my mind because you could tell she was black. It's like, if I say, well, she should just do her job, it has nothing to do with that. There are too many witnesses that saw this kid try to drown him because he's black.
Who the hell said that? Who the hell said that she should just do her job? Who said that?
I think some silly white person. Well, we have to let the justice. That's the problem. You can say that when
Justice.
it's that you can say that when your white skin allows the justice system to stack for you.
So what happened during Jim Crow? What happened then?
To Medgar Evers of all things. And that dude didn't get his comeuppance until the 1990s. And even then, his only child is racist and had to come out and admit, my racism is gonna die with me because my kids and my grandkids don't share my racist views. And I'm sitting there thinking, good.
That's
To
insane.
this day, me being from Alabama, you couldn't pay me to step in Mississippi. I did it a few times. I've never been so creeped out in my life. I want nothing to do with the state of Mississippi. That's not a knock to DeAndre. I don't want nothing to do with that state. That or Missouri. No.
Oh God, Missouri. Yeah. Yeah. Missouri. Whew, man.
Florida is a little creepy too.
Oh yeah, I don't met my brothers, and I won't go to Florida. Florida's got a
Florida
creep
is
factor.
creepy. Plantation, Florida was a different. The air is different. It just feels weird. The way people look at you, they come up on you, they won't say excuse me. I'm a very polite excuse me, pardon me type of person. And I was there, and one of the ladies kept saying, if you say excuse me one more time, I'm gonna jack you up myself. She said, they ain't saying excuse me to you. She said, don't you cut that mess out. Do you know where we are? And that was my first time being in that area. I was shook.
If you go all along I-10, you're going to be bordering all those states where you got some serious issues. Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi.
Whew.
Yeah. And yeah, that I-10 corridor right there, the Panhandle, you're going to run into a few.
Oh yeah, my brother's in the Panhandle. And he's like,
He's in
well,
Pensacola,
Panama,
right?
No, he's in Panama City.
Okay. Oh yeah, they're out there. They Nah, man. Listen. I don't know how people did it in the South. I really don't. But I was raised in the Northeast, so in the Northeast it's a little different. We kept to ourselves, and if they wandered into our area, oh no, they were getting what they were giving us in the South. They were getting it. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's What? I'm trying my best to try to comprehend the mindset. Well, what the hell am I talking about? I mean, I used to work amongst people like that. The ones I refer to as bootlickers. Yeah, bootlickers. Yeah, that's what they are, bootlickers. I see
Pretty much.
in the correctional environment. Uh, the the position least favorite in the correctional environment is a unit officer. Okay, being
Right.
a unit officer is the least desirable position because you got to you're on the front line dealing with the worst of the worst, and it's psychological warfare, and it's you're outnumbered 50 to 1, and anything could pop off at any time. It may not even be because of you. It could be because of your partner. I worked with a guy who went up to an inmate. I didn't see any reason why this man went up to this inmate and said what he said. This man came up to him and said, "Listen, when I get out of here, because you're not going to be able to get out of here, but I am. I'm going to go home. But before I go home, I'm going to stop by and visit your mother and do the dirty on her." Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So that alone can be a trigger and cause a very serious problem. Because the chances are that inmate is not alone. Some people from his neighborhood could be in the housing unit right along with him. Or it could just be an opportunity to just set it all off. That's the prime excuse. In another occasion, when I was working at this was a maximum security facility, right? So you got people that are never going home, and they got nothing to lose except their mail. This is the things that they treasure the most is the mail, the phone calls. So the phone use, mail, and visits. Those three things. Those things are beyond gold to them. So that's what you target when you want to punish them for something that they did wrong. You want to take away their privilege of using phones, visits, whatever, for like 7 days, 3 days, 1 day, whatever you determine to be appropriate. But a lot of times people get carried away, so appropriate could be beyond the scope of what would really be appropriate. But yeah, Yolanda, you want to say something?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I need to go. My little 11-year-old is playing with me, and he's still lingering up, acting like he's doing work on the computer. When I see him switching back and forth in between YouTube. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to deal with this because obviously he thinks I'm 2 shades of crazy sitting up here. But thank you so much for
Hey,
having
listen,
me.
Yolanda, anytime you come to the channel and it's alive, you're always welcome to come up.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed you. Nice meeting you, the professor. See you face to face.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you scared now? Huh?
No, honestly, you're gonna laugh. So please, I hope you can handle what I'm about to say. It's nothing bad, but honestly, I'll say a lot of my trolls are a lot of times creepy white folk.
No kidding.
Yeah. And so a lot of times your comments, I was like, is this some little white dude messing with me?
White dude. This is a white dude. Gotta be. Who else would say something like that?
I mean, talk about backwards thongs and all kinds of craziness.
Yo,
Oh.
Professor.
Right.
I didn't say that.
Professor, it made me because I never really seen his face. You know, I just was laughing at him like the whole entire time. I never even looked at a picture. I didn't even go check out a picture on his page. I didn't do none of that.
I got a picture. Look, you can take this picture with you. Look, I got a picture right here. This is this was me on vacation.
You need to go to bed.
You can
Oh my Lord. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this.
You already know. You already know he's looking for something crazy.
No, this is me really. This is or rather we share the same attributes. Right?
Oh yeah, the disclaimer. So I really know it's bad now.
I did, and I can tell by the sound of your voice
Well,
that it is.
It's just it upsets her because I'm not wearing that much clothing.
See,
Right here. This is pretty much
You know
no ass and a big belly.
He
Just
is
don't
a
know.
nut.
Don't know how to act.
No. When I tell you every time he's come on a live, I just giggled the whole live. I can't hardly talk or focus on any one topic because he is cutting up the whole entire live.
Don't know
But
how
come
to
on,
act.
Yolanda, you gotta
No.
admit that is sexy though. Come on.
No.
No.
No ass and a big old belly. Come on now.
Nope.
That's a dad bod right there. That's a dad bod.
You say it's a dad bod? I cannot.
Yeah.
I can't. I cannot.
I disagree with you guys. I think
Just
that's
don't know
hot.
how. No, it's not.
Professor, you know, he cuts up.
Really bad.
Oh my gosh. But I needed that today. I feel much better than I did earlier. And thank you so much for having me on here with you guys. I learned some stuff that I didn't even know today. So and that's what it's all about. If you can't have somebody around that you can learn something new from, what is the point? And you always need somebody that's gonna make you laugh. So I appreciate you guys both. And I look forward to coming live with you guys again
Come
soon.
on back. Come on back.
Yep.
I sure will. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Come back with a picture of me, okay?
No.
Sexy.
No.
Let me get off here because I'm gonna laugh half the night. Good night.
Good night. Oh Lord, you ain't got no sense. You just don't know how to act.
Oh my god.
Just don't know how to act.
Damn, I'm sexy. Look at that shit. Big belly and no ass.
We still got Jackson and Hook It Up Homestead with us.
Jackson and Homestead are still with us.
Jackson awfully quiet tonight. That's scaring me.
No, he's not really. He's been. I think Homestead had to ask him a few questions because she wasn't sure where he was coming from.
Oh, okay.
Like from another planet or something. I think Justin Bieberlake. Justin Bieberlake. Justin, where the hell did you get that picture, that profile picture? Justin got that great. You seen his picture? It's his profile picture, right, Professor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Justin Bieberlake.
Ain't he a white kid though?
I'm not sure. I think he's on the cover. I think he's on the cover of Black MAGA.
Oh.
Yeah. I tried to turn him on to a redhead, and he got all.
Oh, he got mad at you.
I thought she was sexy.
Of course you did. Of course.
Disagree. Can't believe it. Wow, so those Afrikaners are. I mean, honestly, it's so blatant. Well, it's blatant to me. I've known of how
The-
Trump worked since the 80s. Because
yeah, because you're from New York. Yeah, see, I didn't have that inside knowledge that you have. It's just it didn't surprise me. It's just that people better be ready for what it means.
yeah, they better be ready. They better be ready. They have better be ready. You're right about that. Because when it hits, it's gonna hit the fan hard. You know
It
what?
really is.
I'm gonna call it a night in 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, good, because I'm gonna take a shower at 8 and get ready to go to bed. I've been up here looking at sprinters, female sprinters from around the world.
Really?
Yep.
Shakari, man.
She
And
ain't she ain't no joke.
she's not a
And
joke, man.
she's still under 30, so the United States is gonna be dominant for a while.
Well, what about what's her last name? Is it Gibson? That girl ain't no joke.
Yeah, I can't think of her first name.
I think it's Debbie Gibson or something like that. Let me see.
I like Alexis Holmes. I like Masai Russell. I'm talking about the American ones. Now, from Great
Yep.
Britain, I like Daryl Nita. From Jamaica, I like Shelly Ann Fraser Price, but
Ooh, Shelly Ann.
Shelly Ann ain't no joke. She's really sweet in real life, it seems like. I like from Jamaica, Sharika Jackson.
Sharika. Oh my God.
Now it's rumored that Shelly Ann Fraser Price is about to
She's retiring.
retire. Oh, is she really?
Gabby Thomas. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, Gabby Thomas. Yep.
Ooh.
You know what's funny about Gabby Thomas?
Abby Steiner too. Abby Steiner ain't no joke.
Yep, I like Abby Steiner. I like Prandini. I can't think of her first name. She's a white girl too, but that girl can run. No, Prandini's. Yes, Prandini's American. She's a white girl. I can't think of her first name. Let me see. Yeah, Jenna Prandini. You ain't seen her run. I mean, even Great Britain, that white girl, Keely Hodgkinson, that's another one to watch out for.
Mm.
And then from the Netherlands, Femke Bol.
Femke, yo. Oh, Femke took a spill. Oh, man, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one heartbroken because I love to see her compete against the U.S. When Femke took that fall, I was hurt because because Alexis Holmes from the United States just flew right past her.
Man, I felt for her, man. I thought that was painful.
Yep.
I really did. You know,
Yep.
You're competing. So, God, you're practicing. You're putting in work for so long, and for that to happen, there they go.
Gabby Thomas is very pretty. I know Allison Felix was the it for the longest time, but Sha'Carri is gonna be the one. I mean, Sharika Jackson is having a hard time keeping up with Sha'Carri sometimes.
Sha'Carri is a head case, boy.
And on a good day, Melissa Jefferson too, who just got married, and then Sydney McLaughlin Levrone.
Oh, McLaughlin, man.
She's a beast. Cause she'll start off real slow and then she'll come up and pass you. I think Dalilah Muhammad just retired, if I'm not mistaken. But Sha'Carri is it, man. Allison Felix too. I don't blame Allison Felix. It was time.
Got some talent.
Yep, it took us years because for years, remember, it was just Allison Felix. I mean,
what's going on with this one right here? Tori, she died?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
She was pregnant with her child, and I think her and the child passed away. I didn't know you knew Tori Bowie is passed away. Yeah.
Oh, man. I didn't know. Lord,
then a thing Mao can run, I'm telling you.
Her, I'm not familiar with.
She is the Sudanese American girl who came, her parents came as a refugee, and I think a thing was born in the United States. Let me type her name.
Look her up right now. A theme.
And another one I liked that had to retire and miss one of the last two Olympics was Carmelita Jeter. I liked her too. It's Athiing. You typing it. I like Gabby Thomas, but what's funny is that one of Gabby Thomas's parents is Jamaican. Ing.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
there she is.
You talking about can run. She's young. She's had a few mistakes, but she's good though.
Was she 19? Oh yeah.
No, she should be like 22 by now. Now in
Yeah.
Tokyo, she was 19. When you go watch that
Oh,
race, shoot yeah. In that one race in Tokyo, that 4x4 relay, she was so far ahead. You knew the US was about to get that gold medal. It was funny watching.
I'm gonna check it out later.
She ran for, I think, Texas A&M University for college.
There's Sydney with, I think. Damn, McLaughlin is tall also.
Yeah, McLaughlin Levrone. I think Dalila Muhammad retired. I might be wrong. The girl that's in the photo with her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dalila was born and raised in New York. But before Sydney McLaughlin came along, Dalila was the one to beat.
Wow.
It was just Dalila, Carmelita Jeter, Allison Felix, and I forgot who the fourth one is. See, you see a thing, and you see this white girl right here in the purple from Great Britain. That's Keely Hodgkinson. Don't underestimate her. She can run.
Wow. Wow.
And then the Afro British one, Daryl Nita, she can run too. But she wasn't gonna beat Sha'Carri Richardson at that Olympic Games.
You know, when I saw Sha'Carri beat what's her name from Jamaica,
Sharika Jackson.
Sharika, I was blown away.
Me too, because Sharika was not easy to beat. If she was the anchor, you knew Jamaica was gonna win. Because Jamaica was slated to win that one race. And when Sha'Carri took off down that after
Gabby
Gabby
made the
passed,
difference.
yep, she did, because she made up the stride and then woof took off.
Yeah, she made it. She made the difference.
Yep.
I think Gabby's the one that. Yeah. And listen, that woman with her long legs. Oh my lord,
Yep, very pretty.
she was out. She was gone. Lord have mercy.
Yep. I kind of figured Gabby would be
I've
your
been finding
favorite.
something.
I also like Shamir Little. She's pretty too, in my opinion.
Wait a minute. Who was there's another one I had my the first runner that read them. What's her name?
The first what?
The first runner in the relay.
Are you mean TT Terry?
I think so.
She's the one who got the braids and she wear them like a ponytail. TT Twanisha Terry.
Yeah.
That's TT is my favorite of all of them. Just go TT Terry.
Yeah, she's got to be. She's got to be my favorite.
Because
Yeah,
Shakira,
that's her.
yep,
She's my favorite.
she has a beautiful smile, I think.
Yeah, she does.
She would
She was
probably
amazing.
rank as not the. Oh yeah, she very rarely loses races too.
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Yeah, Twanisha, I like her.
Yup. Is she wearing lipstick? There's that
Yeah,
upper lip naturally dark.
I wonder if that's lipstick because sometimes I've seen her in photos without it.
She's not wearing it here.
See, yeah,
She's a hustler, big time.
she really is. That girl can run.
Wow, that is tough. Oh, what I do? That is tough. That is tough. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, outstanding. It was good to see y'all. Okay, hook it up, Homestead. Good night. Good night, Jackson. Whatever race you are, we still love you.
Yeah, Jackson. When are we gonna get the big reveal?
Yep, because I know y'all seen me, so everybody should know how I look by now.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Jackson. Thanks, Homestead. Thanks, Queen, if you're still there listening.
Yep. All right, y'all.
Like
Good.
always, an amazing night. Thanks.
All right, thanks. Good night.
All right, Charles.